What are the risks of licking vagina? If one partner has an untreated sexually transmitted infection, it may be passed on during oral sex licking of vagina. HIV is not usually passed on this way, but herpes simplex virus, syphilis, and gonorrhea may be. Cold sores around the mouth can transmit herpes if they touch the vagina. Similarly, syphilis sores around the genitals or mouth could pass on the infection to another person during oral sex. If vaginal secretions are infected with gonorrhea or some other STIs, the infection could be transmitted during oral sex, especially if there are any sores, cuts, or ulcers around the lips or mouth. In theory, HIV could be passed on if a woman had infectious levels of HIV in her vaginal secretions or ml blood. However, the mouth is actually quite an inhospitable environment for HIV, making infection due to licking a vagina highly unlikely. Scientists have not found any well-documented cases of transmission through this route. In the case of an HIV-positive person licking a vagina, the woman being licked has a virtually zero risk of acquiring HIV. In terms of HIV, this is very low risk. Theoretically, transmission is possible, but there has never been a well-documented case of transmission. Studies which have followed up couples in which one partner has HIV and the other does not have not identified any cases of HIV transmission due to cunnilingus. The theoretical potential stems from the possible presence of HIV in vaginal fluids and menstrual blood. However, the mouth and esophagus are quite thick and contain relatively few cells that would be vulnerable to HIV infection. Saliva may contain an enzyme that inhibits HIV infection, but it's worth remembering that other sexually transmitted infections can be passed on through oral sex. Herpes, syphilis, and gonorrhea are the STIs most commonly transmitted this way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget subscribe